turning YouTube trends into bankruptcy leads. I'm here with John Skiba, Arizona Consumer Law Group. John, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here.
Man, I am so glad you're here. Consumer Warrior. Okay, let me show the screen here. Consumer Warrior, 67,000 YouTube followers, 942 videos. Now, John and I live probably 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes away from each other. We've never met until recently, a NACBA video, which connected us. And I'm so grateful. The minute I saw this, I was like, this guy gets it. Let's start from the beginning, right?
I've been practicing 22 years, but I've been a solo for most of I started my own practice like 18 months out of law school. And so getting new clients has always been something I've been, trying to figure out how I'm going to make this work. And I really kind of got all into content marketing early on. I used to do a lot of blogging. I even did podcasting for quite a while. And I think I got into video mostly because I probably laziness in writing blog posts is very time consuming. And I realized with the video, I could just, do something where I could shoot a bunch of videos really quickly on a Saturday morning and get those put up. And I noticed when I started doing that, because I look back in preparation for today, my first video was in October of 2011.
Mhm.
So we've been putting up videos for a long time. But I noticed that the interaction, the types of leads that were coming to my law practice from the videos that I was posting were just overall night and day, much better. Higher quality leads. They were ready to go. They were ready to hire. And I just got a lot of positive feedback from the video, so we kept doing it. And now, 13 years later, I don't do any paid advertising at all for my law practice. It's just been the YouTube channel kind of generates everything that we do right now.
And the lead you mentioned, tell me about the guy you spoke to yesterday or this week or whenever it was, where he was like, I feel like I know you, right? It's a different world, right? Tell me, speak into that.
People binge watch the content that you're putting up there, the videos that you're putting up there. And part of it is just because it, particularly bankruptcy, like we were talking about, a lot of people don't want to talk to too many people or they're embarrassed. There's that shame element. So they don't know where to get information. Family law attorneys, people who are going through divorces, they may talk to a friend or a family member and say, how should I go about this? But a lot of people don't want to say, hey, my credit card company is suing me. What should I do? They don't
Yeah.
want to talk to their friends. So they go online looking for information. And that's why when they find it and they find information that's helpful, I get people, like I was telling you, I had a guy this week in one of our consults who said, I feel like I know you because I've probably watched 4 or 5 hours of videos, which sounds horrible to me to watch 5 hours of bankruptcy videos, but just
Right.
because they want that information so desperately to figure out something that, debt problems can be just soul crushing to
Yeah.
people. And when they're looking for responses and looking for some type of information to be able to help them solve that problem, they just go all in. And so then when you get them on the phone, people, it's funny to me, but they're like, I feel like I'm talking to a celebrity almost. I know you because I've heard your voice so
Yeah.
often. I do most of my consultations over the phone or via Zoom. I can tell you when I see that the referral source is YouTube, they're usually 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're sending an agreement out to take on the case.
Well,
I don't have to do a
they
whole.
know more, right?
They know
Now,
more. I don't have to do a lot of selling. Like I said, I'll start down, kind of going down my normal consultation thing, and they'll kind of interrupt me and say, "Hey, I've watched all the videos. I know what this process is about. Let's get to the exact questions they have, and then, get the representation agreement out."
how do you come up with what to record? Right. So your latest video, 6 days ago, Chapter 7 bankruptcy, 5 reasons not to file bankruptcy in 2025. Then you go taking the fear about bankruptcy, steps you must take. How does this? Oh, this is the Chapter 7 ultimate. This is the bankruptcy guide. So this
Yeah,
isn't your most recent. But how do you figure out what to record? Where does it go? You know what I mean? For the people watching this, you
yeah.
record them all in one sitting. Like, how do you do that?
Yeah, the topics, if you go through all, 900 videos, the topics overlap a lot. So I used to just do, FAQs. What are the questions I get over and over and over
Yeah,
again in my consultations that I know that people want to talk about?
right.
I also will do things that I see in the news. I heard somebody call it newsjacking. I subscribe to a lot of financial, Wall Street Journal, those types of things. And if I
Yeah.
see something that pops up, and I'm like, hey, that would make a great topic. Credit card default rates are going up. Maybe I should do something on that.
Rising
And then
evictions in Arizona.
correct.
Like you're
That
trying
was
to
a
attack. I mean,
that
right?
that one's yeah, that was exactly it. That was an article I read online saying, hey, in Arizona, the eviction rate's going through the roof. I can kind of, piggyback off that a bit.
And you basically just turn this on and you just talk about it. You riff on it. Like there's no prep, right? You're riffing in real time, like a jazz player. Like seriously,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
but like,
and part of that is just, I mean, once you've been doing it forever, it's all attorneys know you're answering basically the same 10 questions over and over again all day long. Early on, I can tell you when I first started doing it, I was kind of self-conscious and nervous. I even bought a little kind of teleprompter thing and I was trying to write it all down. And I realized, you know what? I'm just gonna turn on the camera. I mean, this is my studio right here at my
right.
desk.
Yeah.
These are questions that, I know the answers to already, and I know that it's just, yeah, shooting from the hip with most of them. I tend to do a lot of videos at once. Like I said, I'll usually take a couple Saturdays, take 3 or 4 hours, shoot 10 videos. I used to edit all my own videos. I am not a video editor. I don't have that skill set. It takes particularly with long form content, when you get up to 30-minute videos, it takes forever. So I did outsource that. I do have some resources or
And
referrals. Like,
what do you pay for a video, for example? More or less, more just ballpark.
yeah, I use a video editor who is not US based,
Mhm.
which I found is much more cost effective, and they do great work. I pay about $2,000 a month for that.
Okay. And how
And
many
they
videos does that give you?
that gives 20 videos a month.
Okay, so about $100 a video. And
Correct.
I notice you're going back to your page. You have some videos that are 9 minutes, 12, 15, 20. Is that the sweet spot for you? Talk about YouTube trends, right? Where's the sweet spot on that?
YouTube will push your videos if you're getting a lot of views.
Mhm.
If you go into the videos and you look like the most popular, there are certain topics that I can clearly see where YouTube has, poured a little gasoline on who's actually seeing this. So, like, I mean, that's an old one there, has 423,000 views.
Yeah,
But if you look, it's a shorter one. It's also only 5 minutes long.
right.
I have found the longer content, I tend to get, a little bit more. Those are the ones where I get a lot of clicks for referrals, but sometimes it's just a quick, question that you need to answer, kind of get in, get out. Like I said, what I see is they rarely does someone come to the channel and just watch one video. They're watching a lot of videos.
One thing I just got to point out when I go to popular, it's interesting because these thumbnails, so they call this a thumbnail, right? These thumbnails, it's pretty simple. It's not complicated. Do this, no trial. 95% of people do this. Bankruptcy, stop. Dave Ramsey wrong.
Yeah. And I made a lot of those old ones.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
my editor, but you can always tell the homemade ones versus the
Uh-huh.
pro ones. But early on, I was just like, okay, I got to have the right camera, the right microphone. I got to have a backdrop and all this. I mean, I most of these were shot on my phone, or right now I'm using the same one I use for the Zoom call. So
Right.
I think you've got to have a certain level. It's got to be they've got to be able to hear you and see you and that kind of
Yeah.
thing. But at the end of the day, what they want is the information. And I'm an open book. I know some attorneys feel uncomfortable, or people feel like it's kind of hide the ball thing and they're not sharing everything. I share everything I know about a topic, and I have found that resonates in people. They don't want to represent themselves. They don't. And so they're just looking for information. If you sound like you know what you're doing, you're likely going to get the call.
That's great, John. And so, John, you don't have the time or the interest to manage comments. And that's something you're going to be outsourcing to us because you just like, hey, I just can't. You get so many comments of people who are not in Arizona, and you're like, all right, I
Yeah.
got to file cases, right?
Yeah.
So that's something we're going to be working on, and we're going to be outpouring these YouTube leads outside of Arizona to other people around the country, which is going to be very so exciting to see what these YouTube leads are because they're going to be somewhat different than TikTok, and it's going to be great to see it. That's one thing that we're going to be doing for you. You're going to give us guidance saying, "Hey, this is what I agree to say. This is how you can manage it," and we can have like, access to your account to make sure we're
Yeah.
capturing those comments, putting them in the right position. What other trends are you seeing that like you wish you knew with YouTube?
The nice thing about YouTube is is that it's constantly changing as a platform as well. And they're doing things, I think they're trying to, they're realizing they're losing some of their market share to platforms like TikTok. And so you're starting to see shorter form content,
Mhm.
just the shorts they call them there. They're less than 60 seconds. Something that's nice about that is like what my editors do is they will take some of this long form content and they'll break it up into, 50 different videos. And so they're constantly posting
That's
things.
great.
So it's easy to repurpose things because it can take a lot of time, particularly if you're doing your own editing. If you don't have that skill set or you don't enjoy it, I know some people really enjoy it. It just stressed me out and it didn't look good when I did it. And so outsourcing stuff like that can make it so you're just literally sitting in your desk talking into a camera and then uploading it and letting somebody else deal with it. And it's been money well spent for me.
And John, what about taking this stuff and using it cross-platform? So you're taking this, I know Adrian Hines, for a lady like lawyer who does the TikTok stuff, has thrown stuff to Instagram. Do you
Yeah.
do that? Do you go cross-platform too?
I haven't, but Adrian's actually motivating me and giving me some ideas for TikTok because I have all the videos like our YouTube shorts. They're in the right format, and that's I mean YouTube does the wide version, whereas TikTok is I don't even know what they call it, but
Landscape versus portrait, I think, or
great, there we
something like
go.
that. Yeah.
So yeah, so I have years worth of shorts, and we're going to start uploading those. I think I have a TikTok channel, I just haven't really used it. So the thing is, the content can be used anywhere.
So last question on trends of YouTube. What about tagging and the hashtags and things like that? Like that occurs as overwhelming to the typical person who doesn't understand what those mean. How do you manage that? Does your editor do that? Who does that? What are your thoughts on that?
My editor does that now. I mean,
Okay.
I literally shoot the video, upload it into a Google Drive folder, and then it magically appears with all
So they
released
roll it out. They roll it out consistently and launch it, et cetera, et cetera.
every day at 6 o'clock. A new video goes out. So
Every day you're posting daily videos.
they are,
Oh my
yeah. The editing people are. So
dude.
um,
Because you know what?
that
Here's the thing. I've heard this a lot about YouTube. It is, and TikTok, frankly, everything. It is about the content. They
yeah,
push the users who are willing to put that content out, right?
yeah, and that's why I'm saying I like and having a team involved can help it. And that's why I'm excited about working with you guys in the comments because it can be overwhelming getting in that space, but there's different resources, and like I'm saying, using international talent who can help with editing and things like that can help it be a little more cost effective. But the nice thing about the video content is it's there forever.
Yeah.
I still get clients and videos I posted 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And so it's not something where you post a video and then you have to keep it going or you're never going to get a client again. But just posting regular. I mix it up. I do a live stream also once a week, every Thursday evening. I do that to be able to engage with people, the shorts, long form, short form content. So I
And
like the format and the platform, and it's paid a lot of dividends for me.
one last thing, going to trends of YouTube videos or YouTube trends in YouTube, the live stream, right?
Yeah.
The live stream, you're not engaging back and forth. They're just posting questions and you're just replying to those questions, right? That's it.
Correct. So I use a platform called StreamYard,
Mhm.
which a lot of live streamers use. And it's really kind of a cool platform because you can take the comments just by clicking on the comments that people are putting while you're doing this live stream, and it puts it up on the screen.
Oh, wow.
So kind of like how Adrian was talking about TikTok, it allows you to address specific issues, topics that people have questions about or concerns about. And so I found it a good way to interact with the audience in real time, and people come back each week. It's kind of I was think it's kind of funny. It's awesome, but I have regulars, people who come back for years have been coming back on Thursday nights. I know they filed bankruptcy 5 years ago, but they still will come
Oh
back and
man,
interact with other people. So
I
it can be a good
love
way
it.
to engage people
I
and
love it.
potential clients.
And that's StreamYard. I've heard of that. And I
Yeah,
believe with StreamYard, you can go live and stream it multiple places at once, right?
correct. I do my weekly live streams on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
Wow. So you just like expand the reach.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
John, this has been fantastic.
Some of these things that I know there's a lot of hesitation, just jumping in and not worrying about it.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, whether it looks great or professional, you don't have to be a movie star here. It's all about just providing information that's helpful. I can tell you the number one thing I get in my consultations, whether they hire me or not, is they say, thank you for putting that information out there.
Yeah.
That I desperately needed it. I'm up all night stressing out about these things, and it helped me to get through that. And so you're helping people, you're helping your community, and I promise you it'll be returned to you in the form of leads and clients that, all day long kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it's really fair comment because there is a hesitancy of trying, it's a concern of getting it right. And it paralyzes people. It's like, oh, am I going to do it right? Am I doing this? Do I look good? Maybe the lighting's wrong. And what you're saying is, what I'm hearing is, look, when you just serve, have the mindset of like providing value, it's going to come back. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because we're going to grow at every step, right?
Yeah.
I mean, your first videos, you could tell the thumbnails, like the older ones, right? You're growing along the way, but if you never did the first ones,
Yeah.
you would have never been ready for now.
Yeah.
So I
And
appreciate you bringing that up.
yeah, and I can say lawyers, I always kind of joke we're a little bit chicken little. We're kind of the sky is falling. We're very risk adverse, and that's our job is to help people to avoid that.
Yeah.
I do like on my live stream, I do a disclaimer. I say, look, this isn't legal advice. This is just some guy talking on YouTube. So take it for what it's worth.
Right.
But if you need a lawyer, come see me. Or if you need legal
Yeah.
advice, go talk to someone. And so I think kind of getting over some of those hangups that we as lawyers have, if we can kind of break through that a bit, realize and tell clients this is, just kind of an opinion of what we're providing. I mean, you'll help a lot of people and it'll result in a lot of clients.
Well, and also thanks to what we've built at 720 System Strategies over the past almost a year, 9 months, we now have a way for every bankruptcy attorney, if you do get views, to monetize it outside your district.
The first thing our intakers say, what state are you from? Because your net is cast very wide. And so, I can only represent people here in Arizona, but having an opportunity to funnel those leads to people where they
Monetize
can
them.
be helped is going to
Yeah,
be, yeah, awesome.
absolutely. Good. Hey, John, thanks for everything. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.